People born in the 90s, 30s. Here it comes. I realize this is about turning 30, but my brain keeps saying it's about the Dust Bowl happening again, but in the 2030s. The other day I was walking around downtown, and I passed a group of drunk guys outside a bar, who all yell various versions of "Hey girl," and I heard the sober guy, trying to calm them down, quietly say, "Steve, no, you're gay." Oh look, I found a summary of the entire Harry Potter series. Chapter 4. Ah yes, of course, I haven't told you, said Dumbledore. It is always hilarious to me that Hermione managed to go 7 books with a reputation as a goody two-shoes, all the school rules she's broken, heck all the international wizarding laws she's violated, kept a person in a jar for a year. As a straight student with a reputation as a goody two-shoes, I cannot begin to tell you the shit I got away with. Being known as the quiet rule-abiding kid gave me a free shot at electrocuting my entire physics class because no one thought I'd do it. My uncles used to say about my aunt that if the teachers heard a gunshot and ran into the room to see her standing over the still twitching body of a classmate holding a smoking gun in her hands, they would have said, "Erica, don't touch that. There might be fingerprints." My grandma worked toll booths, and one time a guy came through being really rude, and she called him a stupid bimbo, and he went over to the office to complain, and her manager called in her booth, asking if she called the guy a bimbo, and she said, "Me? I would never," and her manager said, "See, I knew you wouldn't. That's exactly what I told the guy. Donna would never say something like that. Sorry to bother you." I've told this story before, but when I was in high school, I overheard a teacher chewing out a stoner kid and giving him detention for saying damn. Knew I hadn't gotten in trouble for saying F to my math teacher that same day and decided to test this. I skipped health, drove off campus, got a fast food lunch, drove back to campus, sat myself down in the middle of the quad and ate it. Like, half a dozen teachers also walked by and said hi, and none gave me detention or asked if I should be somewhere. It was not a time of day when anyone had lunch. At the end, I went to my counselor, said I had a bad day and skipped health. Can I get a note? And she wrote me a note, and there were no consequences to me actually breaking like 6 rules, and this kid got in trouble for a word that wasn't even a swear. That was my first true aha on the subject of privilege, that I could not get in trouble if I tried. They'd decided I was a good kid, and confirmation bias did the rest. This started somewhere very funny and ended somewhere very serious. 10:30 me. Let's do a quick squid sketch. 11:30 me. What just happened? I don't know if I should laugh or cry. 10/10. My friend. My goal is to be completely vaporized at Disneyland, so they can't take my body off the premises and pronounce me dead of sight. Or, bring your own team of doctors and paramedics to pronounce you dead as soon as it happens, so they are stuck with it. I love the visual of me striding into Disneyland all smug, with a confused team of doctors. Y'all, go over your answers before turning them in. Me, a B who's never wrong. I think the F not. Me, a B who's always wrong. I think the F not. Bad jokes by Jeff. Do you guys remember when I told you about my spine issue? It was about a week back. Jeff, I believe we've already talked about your Earl. Please, enjoy this non-denominational winter scene. You heathen. This is one of the funniest holiday cards I have ever seen. For all my non-religious followers, or just whoever wants to enjoy the winter season. This isn't much use in the southern hemisphere. Weekly report available. Your screen time was up 183% last week, for an average of 25 hours, 5 minutes a day. It's been a long and hard journey, but with all your help and encouragement, I finally reduced my Tumblr usage down to only 25 hours a day. If you're referring to us, why weren't we affected by the hypnosis? I'm afraid idiots are hard to hypnotize. I love this beyond anything in my life. Jesse and James always get this kind of treatment anyway, but it's fucking priceless that they also came for Ash and Pikachu. Meowth confirmed to have all of Team Rocket's brain cells. I was gonna joke about the Team Cat being the smart one, but then I remembered that he's a Pokemon who learned English through eavesdropping and sheer force of will and is therefore a genius. People need to realize that there's a difference between straight people and straight people. Straight person. Hey, you got a new haircut. Looks really good. Straight person. No homo, but your haircut looks good on you. In case you were confused. Just like how there are white people who are gay, and then there are the white gays. White people who are gay. I'm gay. White gays. I can't believe I got accused of racism after calling that person a racial S. I mean, I know what racism looks like because I've been discriminated for my sexuality. How is me being racist even possible? I'm gay. I don't expect you to understand that because you're not a minority. I'm not a minority? LMAO. All the angry white and straight people in the comments. Keep blogging. Neurotypical. I don't have any mental illnesses or disorders. Neurotypical. Happiness is a choice. Have you tried yoga? Drink more water and eat kale. Cis person. I identify completely as my assigned gender. Cis person. It doesn't matter what you identify as, cause you still have female genitals. I'm not being offensive. Read a book on human biology. Men. I identify as male. Men. Feminists ruin everything. Get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. B. My roommate and their classmates are burning and sacrificing an animal cracker to pray for their Greek final to be cancelled. So they are making a sacrifice? Wow. 12 years old me walks into a new friend's house. Friend. You can leave your shoes on. Friend's mom. You can call me by my first name. 12-year-old me. Thank you both, but physically I cannot do that. My favorite thing about big dogs is when you push them over, they're just like, oh, I'm lying down now. Someone might scratch my stomach. I might nap. Endless possibilities. Whereas you push little dogs over and they're all like, vengeance. Death before dishonor. If you see a link to website tumblr.com, do not open it. This is a scam site infested with porn bots and sex trafficking. Tell your friends. If you get a link to a page that looks like the Tumblr login page, don't enter your login information. If you do, you will be logged into Tumblr. Please be aware that posting to Tumblr makes your posts visible on Tumblr. Humans performed better on a cognitive task while being observed by a mean robot who insulted their intelligence than while being observed by a nice robot or while not being observed. Delete this before Jeff Bezos reads it. There are so many cool weapons here. I mean, look at this What are you gonna use? Rusty iron spear. Nice. Adventures try to take magic axe. No one takes rusty spear. I like rusty spear. Reblog if rusty iron spear deserves a chance. Progressive males are not men. They move and gesticulate like women. The hand over mouth gesture is one example. Physically repulsive. Conservatives get offended by the weirdest Imagine masculinity so fragile that you can't even touch your own face. Me, fills a water gun with printer ink. Me, I don't even need a Wii U to have fun. If you bought a 16ml cartridge of ink at $18 and a 2500ml Nerf Super Soaker Barrage at $15.99, it would cost about $2,828.49 to fill it with ink once. Camp Jupiter. Yeah, a god showing up here is a super big deal. It's a very rare occurrence. It doesn't even happen within a lifetime for some. Camp Half-Blood points to Dionysus. Been stuck with this dumbass since 1973. Please, for the love of God, take him. How to fold a burrito so the filling doesn't come out. Did you mean how to fold a burrito so the feeling doesn't come out? Dog and Snog. My yearly Dog and Snog post. Merry Dog and Snog.